Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let's go ahead and get started. I will switch over to the gaming tab and we can begin. Greetings everyone, this is AIM, former Demon Duke. Nowadays I stream on the weeknights, usually on Fridays, to take the edge off of my hellish 8 to 5 job. I don't know what just happened to Killing Time. You probably saw it there for just a second and then it mysteriously vanished. Apparently it was killing time for the app itself. But don't worry, I'm confident we'll get it back. That was me getting too tab happy. It's been a bit since I streamed. I was off on a business trip last week, and this week we're getting right back into it. We did Uji Go. Oh gosh, I'm never gonna remember that name. Uzujigoku Massacre 2 weeks ago, and now we're getting back to Killing Time, which we left behind about 3 weeks ago. We're right near the end. We've only got 3 key items left to collect.
Everlasting life. Claimed he found it once, but whatever Hargrove found mysteriously disappeared after.
I think I know where one of the items is, but we'll see if I find the others quite so simply.
Hargrove left off. It has led me to heiress Tess Conway's island estate. Tess was obsessed.
Let's watch the opening one more time because it's awesome.
Drew her toward Duncan DeVries, the debonair.
Remember what we're doing it all for.
In its heyday, the Conway estate hosted wild, extravagant parties. It has been
also, hey Heat,
for decades.
Thanks for
Tess
joining
and
us.
her society friends disappeared in 1932 on the night of the summer solstice. I'm just getting my first glimpse of the house. The weather's getting worse, but I'm almost ashore. I fear my life may be in danger, but I have come prepared. That's strange. My watch has stopped.
I can watch that opening any number of times. It's so classic. Alright, let's go into the game. What the heck were we doing? We're trying to get the urns. We have a pretty good idea where one of them is, and we have almost no idea where the others are. You know, I feel like the game is weirdly bright compared to the last time I played it. Like I can see what I'm doing better than I remember. Strange. On the night of the summer solstice. Exactly. Anything could happen, and sometimes it may. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is try to go to the greenhouse. I don't remember exactly where it is, but I know it's on the outskirts somewhere. So that'll be our first destination. I believe I have all of the keys now, but I just don't have the urns. That's what I need to collect. So I mentioned on Twitter and Blue Sky as well, I think, that if I wasn't playing Killing Time today, I would probably be doing Eden's Garden, because they're supposed to have a new release soon. Well, it turned out that release date was for for a trailer that talks about the next release date, not the actual piece of the game. So if you're interested in me playing Eden's Garden, which is kind of another, they don't call it a fan-gon, but because they don't want it being directly associated with Danganronpa, but there's a lot of things for Danganronpa fans to enjoy there for sure. It's definitely the same sort of style. And I will be playing it December 22nd when it releases. Oh god! The jump scare, opening up that door and getting punched in the face like as soon as it opened. You got me, Killing Time. Good one. Housekeeping. I've yet to figure out why this enemy makes a toilet flushing sound all the time, but it is really funny. What else we got? Some weird ghosts. I've never really seen these guys close up. I don't know very well what they look like. They actually look a little bit like me from the upper body, don't they? With the horns and the bald head and everything. Okay. I must kill my fellow spirits. My brothers in baldness. What was that? Oh. Looks like it's kill or be killed out here. I guess they don't call it negotiating time, do they? Living in harmony time. Those are very different games from what we're playing. I've been having a pretty good week though. Work's been pretty easy, which is always a convenient. Hey, let's take a second to get a close look at this guy since he's not shooting at us. I feel like we've never really gotten to do that before. He's got a very like Ernest kind of look to him, doesn't he? I don't know. I think he's pretty interesting looking. I think the graphics really benefited so much from this HD remake. Among all the shooters, the many boomer shooters that have gotten HD remakes recently, I feel like Killing Time maybe got the most necessary treatment because it had always been such an ambitious game, featuring almost FMV quality sprites, but they were so grainy in the original one because they wanted to get the animation number of frames so high. How are there guys behind me? Oh, the music in here is kind of pretty too. That's surprising. Not a place I would have expected to find a new musical track. I wonder what this area is exactly. I wonder if it might be related to the smuggling operations based on all of the crates here. Could be, could be. Alright, let's see. What's this ghost about?
Once Tess performs the ritual, the power of the clock will be hers to command. How do I know she won't cast me aside? Perhaps I should perform the ritual. Then my soul would be lost forever. That's just too high a price to pay.
Yeah, I guess so.
Besides, she needs me.
Alright, let's see. If you don't remember the plot right now, Tess apparently captured captured her own soul inside these urns that were trying to get different aspects of her body and stuff like that. The whole island was cast under this eternal curse where technically you could say everybody's living forever, but it says creepy mutant monsters and ghosts. Probably not what they were envisioning when they signed up for eternal life.
So exciting, Byron. Just think, we'll never grow old.
I was sort of relishing the idea of growing old with you.
I've planned a grand party for tonight.
You know, I don't think anyone understands me the way you do.
You know, this is weirdly familiar, isn't it?
To entertain us.
I feel like I've seen this before. But if I've seen this before, why did I not pick up the...
Dancing and plenty to drink.
Why did I not pick up the urn?
I may be in love with
Strange.
Is everything ready for tonight?
Yes, I think so. I'm still fine-tuning.
Boy, she is absolutely not having it.
Each portion of you must
She's no selling his confession.
Hope no one saw you. What would happen if someone located these objects? They contain my soul.
Fear not. I had them carefully placed. I had Angela watching my back to see if anyone was following me.
See, this is crazy. I talk about this sometimes, but the one thing Killing Time did that I don't think you see in almost any other boomer shooter of this time is it attempted to justify almost everything in the game. Like, by the end of the game, you have a reason that there's crazy clowns there. You have a reason that there's all these killer bees. You have a reason that all of the urns are placed in incredibly difficult to reach spots. Through the narrative, they really do try to put in time to explain why everything is the way it is. Why am I not able to shoot this bee? Good God. I don't remember being this hurt. Lord almighty. Also, hey Mechanic Cat, good to see you. Yeah, that that one guy with the shades is quite short, isn't it? Some people are short, I guess. Couldn't be me. Alright, this is driving me crazy. we used the knife for maybe the first time in the entire game. And it turned out to be the right decision. Alright. Let's see. So we got the urn here, and unfortunately that's the only urn here.
That was really embarrassing.
Yes, I'm sorry. You try it, Amelia. Let's see how it goes for you. I turned off auto aim earlier, and it turned out that was making it a lot easier to fight the vertical enemies. Whereas normally the vertical enemies get quite some advantages from their flying. Without auto aim on, it can be a little tricky. Now, where the hell do we go for the final two urns? That's the question. I'm trying to remember any places in the game that I had to leave because I couldn't do anything there at the time. I feel like if you were to go back and watch my VODs for Killing Time, you would find that the vast majority of my time was spent inside that little cave with the frog noises. I think that that's got to make up the biggest portion of the pie. So now we only need 2 more urns, and the question is where to find them. I feel like we pretty much plumbed this place earlier, but I'll give it another quick once-over just in case. Let's see. Yeah, I think there was an urn that was in there, but we already picked it up, so probably no reason to go all the way back through here. They wouldn't put 2 urns in the same place. Right. Right. Let's see what we got. I've been playing a lot of Earth Defense Force World Brothers 2 with my brother, as one does. Brother is right there in the name, after all. But it's been quite fun. I really think that the Earth Defense Force World Brothers series is a pretty underrated part of the whole franchise. If you've got somebody who you want to play with, it can be a lot of fun to just sit down and play on the couch like the good old days. Not a lot of couch co-op games out there nowadays, which is really a shame. Growing up, I had all kinds of options for things to just sit down and play with my brother on one TV, and nowadays you just don't have that. You pretty much have to invest in 2 computers and play that way. That's about all you can do for most multiplayer games. I guess I don't play too many multiplayer games. At least fighting games are still there if you want something to play with somebody on the couch, you know. But fighting games are a bit of a time investment too sometimes, figuring out how to practice all the characters and stuff. You've never played a single game from the franchise. You know, I hadn't either until about 2 years ago, I think, and I started with EDF 5. And, no, I started with EDF, what was it? Iron Rain. And then I played EDF 5. And then I played 4 and couldn't really make much progress. It's very difficult comparatively. Let's see, then I played 6 and World Brothers, and then recently World Brothers 2. And they're all quite fun. I would recommend any of them except maybe 4, because when you go back to 4, you're really challenging yourself. I think series veterans might be able to do it, but for me, I found myself thinking, well, my ranger can't run, my air raider can't really do anything, so it's very difficult for me. And we got stuck on a mission where you're inside a cave and a giant ant appears and just spits acid all over you. And we couldn't figure out how to, like, get into the room without being killed by acid. What in the world? There's still a duck here. After all this time. A lone duck. I wonder if that's ambience or if that's the sound of another enemy out there somewhere. But yeah, especially if you have somebody to play a few rounds with, I would definitely recommend trying out Earth Defense Force. I think it could be a pretty difficult game to play single player. It does have online play, but I don't know how active it is. I'd have to imagine it doesn't stay very active after the game's kind of first lease on life goes through. Let's see, fighting games are for crazy people and masochists. That's why you play Skullgirls and Street Fighter 3rd Strike. Nice. I love 3rd Strike. I don't play enough of it. I got into a group that plays it pretty often, but I didn't practice and keep up with it. I'm the kind of guy who plays every fighting game, like, a little, and no fighting game enough to be good at any fight. That's just how it is. I think my favorites are, like, I like Guilty Gear X2 quite a lot. That's one of the ones I'll go back and play every now and then. But I really like all fighting games pretty well. Almost all. I can't really get into King of Fighters. I really respect King of Fighters, but something about it, I just feel like I can't move and combo the way I'm supposed to. The way I need to be able to play that game. Other than that, I can give just about anything a shot. Anime fighters I can be a little rough at because they're very combo focused, and sometimes I'm not so good at that. I find it easier to practice combos in like Tekken or games like that than I do anime fighters. I know that sounds weird to some people, but for me it's the case. Let's go check inside this building over here again and see if maybe we missed an urn somewhere. We really have no choice now but to kind of go over the entire island piece by piece until we find those last urns. There's 2 more out there, and I'm allocating the entire stream to finding them. Let's see. The only character you ever learned was Ibuki on Third Strike. So you'd pick a character that looks like her in other games and try the combos. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work. Yeah, especially with ninjas. I feel like ninjas in fighting games tend to be such like tricky characters. They're often like air combo focused and stuff like that. Like you think about your Chips Enough and how speedy he is, but how low his health is. He's really not a character for beginners at all, it feels like. Ninjas just tend to be tricky like that. What's going on over there? That's just the way back there. I think if there was an urn in here, I must have already collected it. I thought there was one more floor up from here, but I guess maybe not. I like the jazz music in this place. Alright, so no urns here, I don't think. Let's keep looking. I'm trying to think, where on the island did I not really give a very good once-over while I was there? It's probably inside the mansion, honestly. I feel like we've pretty much combed the outside as thoroughly as you possibly could. But it could be inside. I mean, there's all sorts of little caves and things, you know? You really never know where it could be. I wish there was a way to get a bigger, a useful big map. There's not really. You can do this, but it's not very helpful. Alright. Let us go back to the mansion and we'll search around there a little bit more. What type of character do I like to play in fighting games? I always like to play the weirdo in fighting games, so my favorite character is Faust from Guilty Gear, and he is just as bizarre as any character you'll ever play in a fighting game. He's got a super long range, super slow, super high damage overhead. He's got really long pokes. He can do a crawl that goes under almost all the projectiles. He can throw random items, and he can. He has a command grab. Just all kinds of bizarre stuff. Guilty Gear, I think, is one of the very strangest of the fighting games I play a lot of, because the characters, like, at a glance, when you first start Guilty Gear, you'll be like, holy hell, if Potemkin punches me, he does 1/2 of my life bar. This has got to be the strongest character in the game. No. Potemkin has a pretty hard time in that game. He's a respectable character, despite doing a command grab that does over half of most characters' health bars. It's just such a varied roster in Guilty Gear, for sure. Everybody plays very, very differently, and I respect that. It's pretty cool. Conversely, while something like Street Fighter, characters do play pretty differently, in general, you kind of know what you're in for when you pick up like a charge character. Classics like Honda and Blanca and Gil all kind of tell you what you're supposed to be doing when you play a charge character. But in Guilty Gear, it's just like everything's kind of flipped on its head a little bit. Some people would say it's flipped too much on its head as of Guilty Gear Strive. I know a lot of people who are veterans of the series have had their gripes there. I really like Strive, but Faust is very hard to use in Strive, and that has limited my play of it somewhat. It's too weird for you. Tried it a couple times, could not get the rhythm down. Yeah, like I said, I totally understand that because it's a very different feel for sure. Especially as of Strive. Strive feels different even than most Guilty Gear games do. Let's see, what's with this strange drum music inside the kitchen? Odd placement. Recently they announced in terms of fighting game news that Virtua Fighter 5 Revo will be coming out for the PC. Now my problem with that is, at this point, Virtua Fighter 5 is 18 years old. Virtua Fighter 5 has existed for more than half of my life. And I love Virtua Fighter 5, but I'm not going to buy it again. Not right now. Like, come on. Make a new Virtua Fighter. I had the same problem with Darkstalkers where they said, okay, we're going to do this like re-release of Darkstalkers on the handheld systems and then the PS3 and everything like that. And if you guys really want more Darkstalkers, you need to buy this game and show us how much you want it. And that really frustrated me because, like, how many times can I buy Darkstalkers? It's a great game, but, like, come on. I'll bet this clock is related to one of the urns I don't have. I'll bet it needs to be set to some specific time. But the problem is I don't really know the hint that tells me what to do there. There might be a ghost that would explain it to me somewhere.
You look ravishing, Tess.
I'm trying to remember if there was a ghost related to that clock anywhere.
What a curious thing. What do you suppose it means?
Alicia, don't you know anything? It's for playing shuffleboard.
I thought it was another one of Tessa's magic symbols.
Well, a mathematician would call it magical. You see, each row, column, and diagonal adds up to 15.
Oh, Byron, you can be such a bore sometimes.
Let's see. This area feels suspicious. But I can't remember how exactly. I just heard a weird sound like something opening, but I think it's like if I interact with where these doors were, for some reason I can hear the sound again. Strange. Alright. If I was a mysterious 8th urn, where would I be?
How exciting, Professor. So all these years of digging have finally paid off.
Why, you want fighting games? You have plenty of options. You have Street Fighter and Tekken.
Oh, incredible!
In terms of like modern AAA fighting games, yeah, that's about all that's left. Street Fighter and Tekken. Well, Mortal Kombat too, but man, I really liked Mortal Kombat 10 and Mortal Kombat 11. But Mortal Kombat 1 I really could not get into. I feel like the combos, for some reason trying to do them felt like there was some sort of alien timing.
I would think that
It was driving me crazy.
someone who had so generously funded your expeditions in the past would at least be afforded a little peek.
What else? The Grand Blue game is actually pretty fun. I played it a couple of times while I was in free, but
Well, congratulations on your
I never
find.
actually bought it.
Keep in touch.
MK and Smash are party games, not fighting. Man, Smash
I've given him a small
is.
fortune to
If you,
traipse around
I feel like
town
Smash to me is one of
like this, and
the.
now he turns bureaucratic.
It's like one of those things where you'll think you're pretty good against your friends, but if you go online, it's just not the case at all. It's so much more technical than you would think it is.
Duncan, this clock is important to me.
It can be surprisingly. It's what you'd say a surprisingly high ceiling as to how good you can be at Smash. Mortal Kombat, I think, has a surprisingly high floor where you can be good enough to beat the computer, but to beat other people, you really need to know combos. And the combos take a lot of practice, in my opinion. They take pretty specific dialing is the problem. For me, at least. Alright, there's got to be some sort of clue that tells me what to do with this clock. Maybe if I switch it and then come in here. Eventually I'll see some kind of change.
Help me.
This is what we call the guess and test method.
Help me.
The guess and test method, perhaps. Named after the mysterious house benefactor Tess.
Help me. Help me.
Let's see. I wish I could hear the sound of something like moving. Like a wall sliding or something.
Help me.
The problem is I don't even have a guarantee that this room is where something would change. In theory.
Help me. Help me.
How are you liking this loop of hearing the music for like 2 seconds, then hearing "Help Me," and then hearing the horns go do 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 do?
Help me.
Is that cool? Are we enjoying ourselves?
Help me.
Alright, so this clock does not appear to be helping me.
Help me.
Actually, let me try one more thing.
Help me.
Okay, nothing. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. If I was a mysterious urn that had not been picked up by AIM yet, where would I be?
Help me.
What was that strange noise that's inside this room? I think we cleared out this place pretty thoroughly earlier, but I'm going to take another look just in case. We've got to check every place. Give every place a good once-over, you know? That's the only way we'll find what we're looking for. Let's see. Checking the map real quick to see if there's any mysteriously untouched areas. Kind of like the music inside this burning library. I feel like I saw something on the map that looked a little suspicious. Let's check it out. We've got to be a little careful just relying on the map here because, as you can see, there's roaring flames all over the place. They require at least a modicum of care. No, that's the way back out. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. I feel like we need to open up some Dark Souls shortcuts in this place. Let's see, what else have I played recently? I'm almost done with Metaphor. I'm getting pretty close. Just unlocked my first of the, like, heroic archetypes. Though I feel like... Oh wait, hey, a skeleton.
Why are you afraid of flames? You have one on the back of your head.
You've got a very good point. However, think of my shirt and my other clothing. It might not all be completely fireproof. We could be in for a wardrobe malfunction if I'm not careful. These are the sorts of things I have to think about. He keeps it back there so he never has to look at it. Exactly. Let's see. There's a way to get pretty deep into this library. I'm trying to remember if this music means I'm deeper or shallower. But I think we may have already picked up an urn here anyways. I'd be surprised if we hadn't.
So, Byron, where have you...
Help me. Help me.
So, Robert, tell me, what do you think of Mr.
Help me.
I wonder, where can I find an urn?
Help me.
Boy, this place is labyrinthine, huh? And further off, some parts are still sealed by a powerful magic. We hate a library that's sealed with powerful magics. It's labyrinthine, yes, correct. Let's see. I guess there could be something down in the sewers, couldn't there? That place is pretty winding. What does this do again? I feel like whatever it does, we've probably done it already because there's so many of these. It's one. So Killing Time uniquely has a lot of these secret doors where it's like you open one secret door and it lets you into another secret door, and that lets you into another secret door, and each of them has behind them is another enemy and one switch. It's very strange. All right, let's see. This garden, I pretty much, I have to have already gone whatever was in the garden, right? There's no way I need to go through there a second time. But we're checking every area at least once. So I guess I will. I wonder what happens if you pick the wrong doors here. I think I'm curious. Why don't we break up the monotony of running all over the place by killing some ghostly gardeners? Why not? We love the incorrect doors. See, when enemies aren't those bugs, they're really easy to kill. It's just the bugs that I have a hard time shooting. They've been waiting there this whole time. That's right. They've run out of ways to entertain themselves. Just when all hope was lost, I burst through with my trademark shotgun. Let's see. Help. Frankly, relatable moments. Maybe I should start leaving a ghost that says "help me" and see if I get lucky. The red orb of pain. I highly doubt I'll find an urn anywhere inside this maze, but if we're checking everywhere, then let's check everywhere. And wouldn't we feel silly if it was inside this maze and we forgot to ever check? Let's see. Could there be a gardener waiting behind this maze? What do you know? There is. Let's see. As far as the anime this season, I've been enjoying ReZero. I always do. But it's about to go on a 2-month hiatus, unfortunately. Whoa! Hello. They got a surprise attack on them. It's rare to see enemies just appear out of thin air in this game. That's not normally the way it works. Usually they're hiding inside like a enemy closet or something. Not this time. These guys came up with the innovative strategy of appearing out of complete thin air. Alright, let's see. This is not the right way. Oh, here's a problem. If I open every door in this place, then I forget which one was the one I actually like entered through. Well, at least we know the yellow doors are the doors that are that open up here, and the way back is one of the ones that's not. That can at least narrow it down a little bit. Some shotgun shells to refund the many shotgun shells I've been using. Let's see, what other anime have I been enjoying? You know, Demon Lord 2066 is actually pretty good. Or 2099, sorry. What else? Don-Da-Don's really good. I'm still watching Daima. I've been watching a little bit of Pooniroo. It's quite silly. Other than that, I'm not too sure. I feel like it's a relatively slow anime season, but Don-Da-Don kind of helps out there for sure. And ReZero as well. Although, like I said, that's about to end for a while. But yeah, Eden's Garden, the actual Chapter 1 release will be coming out on December 20th, and once it does, I'll be sure to stream it. That'll be something for us to do towards the end of December. Lighting fire is pretty evil. That's one of the biggest ways they can damage you in this game. There were a lot of nasty tricks still left in this maze, weren't there? Maybe I should have actually used the Ankh for once in my life. Maybe now would have been the right time. Are they going to get rid of all the fire? Hello. I can't get out of here if there's all that fire, can I? What am I supposed to do? I think I will make a save game in an empty slot, and then I'll try to figure this out. God, that hurts. That could have been a soft lock right there. I'm lucky I had lots of help.
A lisping rodent.
Strange. Unfortunately, we can't shoot over those hedges. It's not something we're allowed to do.
A lisping...
They apparently have no such trouble. Oh, wait. I think we've just about finished clearing out all of the parts of this hedge maze we didn't earlier. I think it would be really fun if like one of these doors had a picture of an urn on it and there was just like there just happened to be an urn in there. That'd be nice. A guy can dream. I've gotten a little bit of drawing done recently, not as much as I'd like. I've been posting most of my stuff on Blue Sky instead of Twitter now just because I find it comfortable to do so and I'm too lazy to double post. I don't want to like completely abandon my Twitter, but yeah, I've just been too lazy to double post in a lot of cases. I'm almost entirely out of shotgun ammo. How could they do this to me? Alright, so I think we're just about done with all of the hedge maze. Close it. Jeez. I don't use the Tommy gun very often. But there you go. That's the Tommy gun in action. Maybe I should have used the flamethrower. Little flamethrower action. Alright, let's see. The birthday cake. Oh wow! Whoa! Look! It's one of the ends! It was inside the maze. Why did they put a bunch of red orbs behind me? Certainly those are not like permanent red orbs, right? They're gonna go away, right? Permanent red orbs? This is evil. Gosh, this is cruel. You say you're almost done with Twitter. Blue Sky is so much better. Yeah, to be honest, I've really been enjoying myself on Blue Sky. It's like I mostly use the following tab, but even from there, I still meet a lot of extra people. You pick up every red orb that I see. I don't know about that. I think you're giving me some bad advice there. You know, on the note of Dorothy, they're going to release a Dorothy Nindroid soon. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I might actually have to pick that one up. I haven't picked up any of the Nikki Nindroids so far, but I've been tempted on every one they've put out. But if they put out Doro, what am I supposed to do? I can't ignore the Doro. Pick all of them. I think picking up every piece of Nikki merchandise would be just as hazardous to my health as picking up like 10 red health orbs. Alright, let's try searching the top floors again and see if we can come up with anything. I kind of think about it, I think I might see something over here. No, that's just a switch. And it's one I'm sure I've switched before. You want Nikki merch so bad, but US dollar is so expensive at the moment for a poor Brazilian. I got you. Yeah, to be honest, it's actually pretty rich for me too. I think I'd have picked them up by now if they weren't like, gosh, the Nindos are $60 a pop when they release. Sometimes we'll get lucky and find one for a little cheaper, but geez, I can't afford to plop that down all the time, you know. If they ever release a Mary Nindroid, though, my arms will be tied. I'll have no choice. I need Mary merch. I need it badly. You almost employed the Scarlet Good Smile. You really had to hold yourself back. Yeah, the Scarlet, for one thing, that figure was gorgeous. It's I don't know if it's Scarlet or if it's specifically the craftsmanship on that figure, but I can hardly blame you because it's quite enticing to look at. Okay, I'm not finding any urns. I think this is where the urn was originally, so let's get out of this place. How about here? I think I've searched this place about 1,000,000 times. It's probably not here. You know what? I see marks like there's something behind the wall here. But I wonder how you reach it. I don't see anything like a yellow... I don't see anything like a interactable or anything there. Strange. Are you guys getting tired of that help me voice yet? Because if you are, you're just going to have to grit your teeth and bear it. You still got a lot to go through. There should be just one more urn left somewhere. Oh wow, I opened it. No, this is not the urn, but at least we know what's behind that wall. I was really hoping the urn would be back there, but I guess that was too much to hope for. I feel like I see... what is this? Another secret compartment? Okay. Interesting, but not really what we're looking for. So my progress through story mode in Nikki is right now I'm right at the end of chapter 27. I meant to be a little further than that, but that's where I am now. I did have another buddy get into Nikki recently. It was a little sad because he's like really into bears, and I told him, well, the shame of the matter is there was a polar bear in Nikki, but she's only an SR rank. She doesn't have an SSR. And he said, well, you know, I still want to get her. How do I get her? And then we found out she was like a limited time on the Wonderland event, so you can't just regularly get her anymore. But I think there's a way to replay that event and get her even still now. So I hope he figures that. You say Nevi is always available in the winter events. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll have to let him know that. Yeah, I forgot that they did do a rerun of her, didn't they? Yeah, that'll be good for him. Let's see, maybe through here. I think this is the way to the like ending part of the game. You can actually adjust this clock too. I wonder if there's a point to doing that. Same with Anchor, only on summer events. I did not know that. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting anything out of this clock. I think this room is the funniest room in the entire mansion because it has these like portraits of all the characters. TikTok, help me. TikTok, help me. True. Let's go ahead and place the other two urns we got. Wait a minute. Come on. The urn I got earlier didn't count? You gotta be kidding me. I still need 2 urns. You guys saw me pick up 2 urns this stream, didn't you? Am I going insane? Was it a fake urn because it was behind the like fake door in the garden, so it didn't actually count? No way! Come on! I'm halfway tempted to go check the garden one more time and make sure I actually picked that urn up. It's because you didn't pick up all the red orbs like I told you to. Oh yeah, you were giving legitimate advice, and I turned my nose up at it. I poo-pooed it. That was really my bad. Alright, this is going to drive me insane. Let's go into the garden one more time, but we're not going to go through like the entire hedge maze again. We're going to figure out a way to not do that. Please. There had to be some way that I looped around through the... Well, I never opened these 2 doors. I'm sure I'm not going to find anything behind them, but... That was before I made my plan to do all this a second time. Oh, this game. Oh, killing time. Luckily, we set aside the entire stream to do this, so we've got plenty of time. Alright, let's go through the whole stupid maze again. Watch me accidentally walk into that place that's like full of fire. I hope I don't, but I might. Help me. Help me. Help me. That's actually the voice of me, the player, if you didn't notice. Begging them to give me some kind of hint. Alright, so let's see. Nope, that's a dead end. I feel like I'm watching one of those like old screensavers where you you have the like mouse moving through the maze and he has no idea where he's going and just bumps into everything. That's how I feel right now. You miss those? Yeah, it is kind of nostalgic to think about it, isn't it? Okay, there's the fire room up ahead there. Let's not walk into that. Man, it's funny. As a child, you're absolutely captivated by those screensavers. There was nothing else to really do on your computer, so at least for most people. So it was more fun to mess with the screensavers than it was to play like the games that were pre-programmed on your computer. So you'd go in and you'd like make all sorts of different colorful pipes, and then okay, this is where I went through earlier. Yeah, there was definitely an urn here, but it was a fake urn, I guess. How truly cruel of them. How sadistic. How sadistic can you be, Killing Time? Yeah, I guess there was probably an urn here originally, wasn't there? Or a key, maybe. Anyways, that's that. That means we still need 2 urns. But where the hell are they? You love to watch the Media Player Visualizer. You're gonna have to tell me what that means. I'm not sure I know. I've heard of that one. I should know. Because I definitely grew up in the screensaver era. But let's see. If I was an urn, where would I be? Gosh, I feel like I've searched this place tail to tip many times over. The backgrounds that react to the music. Oh, okay, cool. I'm trying to remember if I ever played with those or not. I don't seem to remember having. I can picture it, but I'm not sure if I ever actually, you know, did it myself. Oh, this is crazy. Okay, let's go back to the very beginning and see if there's maybe something that needed a key there that we now have. That would be interesting. Would it not? I see a switch marked on the map here. I wonder if I've ever flicked it. I'm working under the assumption that down means it was flicked, but just for the sake of argument, let's see what happens if I leave it up. Where is an urn? Boy, it feels like a million years since we were in here, doesn't it? It's been quite some time. This is the boat we rode in on, as they say. Oh, I never went down into this little area before. Neat. That's kind of cute, huh? Oh well, I guess it's time to just leave. We'll just leave the island. Since we're on the boat anyways. We did our best. We got 8 urns. Somebody else will have to find the other 2. I mean, come on, 8 urns? That's a lot. 80% is a passing grade anywhere you go. Yeah, I guess we're not going to find urns here. Nothing really surprising there. Let's see. Two urns. Where would they be? Not really anywhere left to search around here, unfortunately. The real urn is the friends we made. That's right, as long as I have at least you 2, I can turn you into urns. Magical urns, and finish solving this puzzle. I'm trying to hold off on that option, but just know that it is there. I'm keeping it as a backup option. Actually, I think one of the ends I need is wings, and if that's the case, then you guys aren't really going to be able to help me with that, are you?
Help me.
Any wings in chat? Jeez Louise. Where else? I've almost finished giving you guys the tour of the entirety of Killing Time. I'm sort of running out of ideas of places to check. I guess it could be inside like the deep parts of the cave that I hate to go into, but trying to think if there's anywhere else.
How badly needing wings.
That's right! I do have a source of wings, don't I? I knew there's a reason I kept you around, Amelia. Let's see. Where in the world is a Carmen Sandiego? Poor Amelia. That's right. Well, he'll be doing us all a great service. It's really what he would want. I'm sure. Jeez Louise. Where? I'm trying to think of anywhere I haven't checked yet. It's got to be somewhere on the perimeter at this point, because I pretty much searched the entire mansion, both floors, the second time. So, I hate searching the perimeter. It's so winding. Out we go. Let's be on the lookout for anything that looks like something I have not explored before. I'll keep the map up for that purpose. Let's see. And hopefully we don't fall off the side of the island, as sometimes happens. Let's see. I just want to find something that I haven't seen before. There is this area on top of the cliffs. I wonder if there's a way to explore that more thoroughly than I have before. It almost looks like the map is suggesting there's something over here, but I don't know how you would search that. This is going to be me dying, but I'm going to do it anyways. Okay. Never mind. That's not the answer. It may surprise you to know that that's not the answer. Alright, let's figure this out. I'm taking that to mean that there's probably nothing to really do over there, unfortunately. I wonder how you get up onto the cliff face again anyways. I kind of forgot. I feel like I've searched this place a million times, but let me just give it one more peek. The upstairs area. Any urns in chat? I feel like this map has a weird little spot there, but I don't think it's anything. Usually if it's going to be like a secret wall, it'll be yellow or at least darker purple. Let's see. You know, it has occurred to me recently that, so I was doing some fan art on Blue Sky with Marin the Mermaid. just giving her a little trade back since she drew Amelia. And it occurred to me, if people have the chance to side with Amelia instead of me, it seems like they'll do it every time. What's the meaning of that? Do you guys prefer the company of Amelia? What's going on here? That's the jester running the court there. And I won't allow it. Where the heck am I going to find another urn? Oh, I think I went backwards. This feels like the area I was in a second ago. Yeah, I've been here
I mean,
recently.
come on. I am cool as freak, bro.
Now, be that as it may, it doesn't mean I owe you the keys to the kingdom. You forget yourself, Amelia. Welcome to another exciting edition of AIM, Wanders Around Randomly. Which is what I call all of my Boomer Shooter streams. Oh, jeez. Where is it? Where is the urn? I can think of a whole lot of areas I remember seeing at one point that we have not really revisited. I hope I find my way back to them soon, just to check them off the list. Let's see. What's this way? Looks like there might be a way up here. But it's just a kind of a shelf. It's not really what I'm looking for. This place brings back memories. There's a tiny nook I hadn't searched there, but it was just shotgun shells. Nothing there. Suppose I could have looked at the map and told that. It looks like maybe I haven't been inside there though. But it looks like also the kind of place you'd have to come out from the other side. There's definitely no way up there to begin with. Yeah, over there I can actually see a little mark for an area I haven't explored, seemingly. Huh. I wonder how I reach there. It feels like it would surprise me to learn that there's an urn there, but maybe there is. Who knows? Yes. Let's get an urn. Let's find one. But first, we have to defeat the killer ants. And their many slurping noises. Get ready. Alright. In here, there must be an urn. Yes. That looks like an area that would have an urn, doesn't it? Alright. It also looks like an area that would have floating Anubis's head. Let's activate all the enemies in one. What could go wrong? Why can't I not hit these? If an enemy gets even a slight difference of elevation on you, everything goes south. There's some .45 caliber rounds I can finally use. I think that this place should have 2 urns in it instead of just 1. I think I deserve 2 urns. That's just me. Feel free to vote in chat how many urns you think AIM deserves. Let's see. And the Orb of Sekar. How about the Urn of Sekar? Red orbs? That's not urns. Oh, what did that do? It released the Anubis heads, who apparently are on a different elevation than me and will not take damage. Get out of there. Okay. Aha, way down. Promising. Give me an urn. Yeah, the Anubis head has like no reaction to being shot, so it's hard to tell if your bullets are really hitting. Alright. An urn. Beautiful urn. Yay! Oh hey, it looks like it opened another little door there too. I wonder if there could be more in there. I would really, really love this to present a path that can give me a second urn as well. But could we possibly be so lucky? Regardless, our adventure is not over yet. Alright. Still more, huh? Jeez. Quite a lot of you, isn't it? Place is pretty winding. The ability to stagger of this machine gun is coming in pretty handy. I feel like I've underused the machine gun during my gameplay. I guess the shotgun is usually the faster killing method, but for enemies that don't die in one shotgun shot, the machine gun can be pretty useful. Yeah, you kind of gotta aim high when an enemy's on a cliff, because if you don't, your bullets will just hit the bottom of the cliff instead. That sounds like pretty obvious advice, but I assure you, it actually took some figuring out. Alright, let's see. Just call me the Exterminator. What's over here? May I have another urn, please? This looks like not where I want to go, because there's a lot of dead dogs already. However, I do think we found the other side of that path that we were seeing earlier. But I don't think I'm ready to stop exploring in here yet. Let's see, what's the way backward? Through here. Ah, shoot, I thought that was an herb for like a second. But it's the Scarab Armor. As ever, right when I don't need it. Right after I finished killing every enemy in the area, that's when I will find the Scarab Armor. Rest assured. Okay, well I guess we found one urn, we can't be too greedy. We just gotta find the others somewhere. I was pretty certain that we weren't gonna find it inside this random cave anyways. Alright. Let's head out here and explore to our right. So we went in here a second ago. That's where we found that door there. Just for the sake of argument, let's look around a little bit more and see if we find anything. Huh. It's interesting because this looks like it connects over to the building we were just in, but we don't need to get back there anyways. So. Let's go back out here and we're going to search this area some more. Maybe we'll find something. It's a pretty large area and yet not one I spent a lot of time in, so I feel like it has potential. Watching the map for any signs of like yellow doors or places I haven't looked yet. I think this is just going backwards. Yeah, I think that's not where I want to be. Let's see. So where else do I need to search? We're looking for yellow doors and we're looking for incomplete map pieces. Yeah, we were just here earlier. That's not going to help. Just need one more vessel. Dehydrate and stretch break, those are good ideas. Let me go ahead and refill my water while I'm doing that. I'll be right back. Won't take but a minute or two. Just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Let's do it. And by it, I mean stumble around blindly for a while. Let's see. So... honestly, there's not as much back here as I figured. It appears all we've got is the caves and this path here, but we've pretty well explored this path. Followed it to its conclusion a couple of times. It has not been particularly helpful. It was helpful once, but just the once. I'll go spelunking in the cave one more time, and then we'll move on to elsewhere. I like the eerie cave ambiance. It's not really music, but it's somehow peaceful. Stuck into this cave here one more time. Make sure we've given it a full scouring. That's the door we just went into, but I'll take another quick look and make sure I didn't miss anything. I'd be very surprised if they hid two urns this close to each other anyways, but just for the sake of argument. I picked up the red orbs, but it didn't help. A perfectly valid guess on Mechanicat's part, but it just didn't come to be this time. Alright, let's see. I should have gone out the other way. Now I have to do jumping. We hate jumping. I know nobody wants to hear about the Game Awards, but I hope that Balatro sweeps the Game Awards. I love Balatro. I've been reading on social media a pretty funny effect where, and maybe it's like staged, I don't know. But it's funny where people keep going like, look at this mobile like card game that got nominated this year when my AAA game didn't. And then everyone's like, have you played Balatro? And then they post like a picture where it says Balatro played 8 hours, and they're like, okay, I get it. I get what you were talking about. You want a sketch. What sort of sketch would you like, Mechanic? I actually still owe you a sketch. I haven't forgotten about it. I'm just kind of waiting for the right inspiration of who to draw and how to draw them, and the Queen Elizabeth dress hits me. The final urn hiding from me. I see. Yes, I can probably draw that. It's one of those situations where is it possible for you to draw something that you can't even visualize? But I can try. Thank you for your request. Alright, let's get out of this part of the map before I run in circles a second time. I knew I wasn't going to make that jump, but I had to try. Alright, let's see. What is the way out of here anyways? I feel like I'm sort of lost. Back through here. I think it's this way. If you get on this purple path, that should lead me there. Or not. I could just be mistaken. Let's. Oh yeah, here it was. So we're still missing one urn. Where could it be? I think maybe if I could find the sewers again, maybe I should try them. I feel like it's been a while since I really dug in there. Let's also make sure we search these cliff tops thoroughly. Because I know I didn't spend a lot of time up there. And they are fairly expansive. Okay, I didn't find anything, but that's okay. We can check that one off the list. Let's see. We need to... It's funny, there's an impulse in me that says, let's go put that urn into place. But that's certainly pointless, right? There can't be any point behind going and placing that one urn. I might do it anyways, though, because I'm trying to... I need to remember where that sewer place is. How I got there. Alright, so let's see. It may not surprise you to know that kennels is not where I'm supposed to be right now. Let's see. Wherever the last urn is, it should correspond to like a sort of a teal green color. I wonder if that can be used as a hint in any fashion. Probably not, but... Because it's hard to remember where the doors were originally.
Oh, I could dance all night. Darling, never leave my side.
Let's go back up here. We'll place the one urn we have. We just need one urn more at the chest. Where could it be?
Beware of Duncan. He's no longer just a man. Help me.
Excuse me.
Water clock was made to slow oil.
Help me.
Okay, so there should be a winding like staircase, kind of like I just went down somewhere, that would take me into the sewer. I gotta remember where that was. It feels like something that would be on the outskirts somewhere. Rather than inside the mansion. Alright, back down we go. We're not going into the garden. I refuse. No more garden. We're done. But we might still need to go on the outskirts. Let's see. Did we pretty thoroughly go back through here? I think we did. I see something that kind of looks like a spiral staircase there, which could be the way down I'm looking for. Yeah, this seems promising. Let's do another quick search around here. See if we can find any urns tucked away with all the casks. A nostalgic little romp through better times. Let's see. But yeah, as far as so I was talking a little bit about Blue Sky earlier and why I've been enjoying it. I pretty much just used the following tab, but through that I still managed to find a lot of new people just from other people retweeting them and stuff like that. I also have a couple of feeds, and hashtags actually work pretty well there. If you search, for instance, the hashtag for one of your favorite fandoms, chances are you might actually find a pretty good quantity of art there, and a lot lower of a percentage of posts that are just like not really, I don't know, just kind of willy-nilly hashtagged in my experience. I've been pretty impressed with it. Because I guess largely Blue Sky had an artist community to begin with, so I know not everyone is there and not everyone has to be, but it does make the hashtag system seem like it works a little bit better. Yep, if Twitter would die, then we could get even more of the kind of buzz of Blue Sky going, but you never know. Twitter is just an annoying place to be around for sure now. Unfortunately. So I noticed there was actually one of these scarab things I didn't have lit up. I wonder if something happens when you light them all up. Maybe an urn is revealed somewhere, perhaps. Urn for aim. It's weird. This sort of looks like it's, I guess it's just a meaningless sort of adornment. For some reason I was thinking it might be like a hidden door or something. Right. We are going to find a way to get further into this place. Deeper in, that is. Boom, 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 boom. We're looking for doors that I have not opened, and we are looking for parts of the map that I have not explored. The altar for the last urn had a scarab on it, right? So maybe that's a hint. Yeah, so maybe the scarab could be connected somehow to the scarabs we're seeing on the casks. That's a fair point. I hope that's the case. It would be really nice to discover that. I wonder if that's an actual area back there, because if so, that's still a place I haven't explored yet, but it might not be. It looks sort of like it's just sort of stacked up there to stop your progress. Anywho, we're making our way to the sewers. We'll see if we find anything down there. The only reason I'm thinking there could be something there is because it was a hard area to explore all of. Sort of lends the idea that there could be more that I missed. Let's take a peek here. I guess that must be like a secret I opened up earlier. Pretty strange looking room, but here's some secret stuff that I don't need. Ah! That jump scared me so hard. I was just paying attention to the map, and there was one of those blob guys I hadn't killed. Jeez Louise. All right. Okay, I don't think there's anything else on this floor. I'm going to go deeper. This is the deepest level of the sewer. I think I still hear one of those. It's either one of those enemies or it's just ambient noise. I never quite figured it out. Let's take a look over here. I think there was an urn at one point, but I think we may have already gotten it. But it won't hurt to look again. I still can't believe they would put a fake urn inside the maze. That was the most bastardly move of a game that has many, many bastardly moves. Any urns in here? Let's see. Not sure what that's doing. It feels like a switch already flicked, given that it was lit up, but you never know with this cookie game. Let's see. It's just the way back over there. I guess maybe we'll descend deeper. See if there's anything else in here. Actually, give me 1 second. Okay. I'm trying, lady. Do we have any area we have not explored down here? I'm guessing we already found the area in here. I think we were deep enough into the game when I came down here that we had a lot of keys and stuff already. So it surprised me to learn that we missed an urn while we were exploring. Alright, let's head back upstairs. We may have struck out on this part. I don't think I see any unexplored areas, unfortunately. I always feel like it's weird that this part of the map just doesn't get filled out no matter what I do. Strange that. I wish I could visualize where we actually like are in the mansion. It can be tricky sometimes. Alright, I think we've pretty much given this place a thorough once over. I felt like we did find quite a lot when we were here the first time, so it's not super surprising to find that the last urn is not here. But I kinda hoped that it would be. Oh well. Back to the grind. The freaky, disturbing sewer music. A freaky ambience in a game full of freaky ambience. Do. Let's see. just went, right? Yeah, I think so. It's weird, this switch actually can't be switched a second time. Surprise. Yeah, I think I've struck out on the sewers. I don't know that there's anything else down here I haven't already looked at. Unfortunately. Well, where does that leave? Trying to decide what's the worst of two evils. To continue to search around this place aimlessly for the next 2 hours? Or to look up 9th urn location, killing time? Which would be a worse look for me? I know one thing, it's getting pretty hot in this room. I might have to take a little break to cool things down a little bit. Give me 1 second. It won't take but a moment. There we go. It was just a tad bit warm in my room. That should fix things up a little bit. Now let's get back to it. And there we go. Also a free stretch break at that. You know, AIM can always use another one of this. But you know what AIM needs even more than another stretch break? A 9th urn. Where could it be? So we're back in the cellar. Have we searched the cellar to our satisfaction, or is there the chance that I missed something? I think this is the way back. You're all out of points for the 9th urn redeem. Unfortunate. I was really counting on you this time. The soundtrack of Killing Times fluctuates pretty wildly from moment to moment, especially when you're very quickly running through every room like this. Let me think. Anything I haven't done in this cellar yet? It's seeming pretty thoroughly explored, if I'm being honest. But I'm also sort of out of ideas of places to look that I haven't been yet. Where could it be? I don't know if I mentioned this, but I looked it up, and those ladies that throw like Molotov cocktails at you actually are prohibitionists that were like inside the cellar at the time when the island transformed. Just an army of like 100 prohibitionists, all locked down here. Pretty silly. I wish I could remember what it actually did to hit all those scarab switches earlier. But I cannot.
Help me. Help me.
Well, I think it might be time to leave this particular place. I think I've exploited about as well as I possibly can without coming up with much and nothing. The lore goes hard, it does. It's crazy how how extensive the lore of Killing Time is. So I was talking about it earlier. See, I feel like Killing Time presents an alternate path to FPS retro gaming that didn't come to be, but it could have, where the lore was king and the setting was king and everything else was pretty secondary to that. It's just very interesting to look back on. I don't think there's any game that cares about like giving you ghosts that explain the exact goings on in the mansion and everything quite as much as Killing Time does. Sometimes to its detriment, sometimes pretty cool. Okay, I'm trapped. I can't remember how to get out of here. Was it over there? Yes. Alright. So unfortunately, I think we've struck out once again with this area. I could not find any urns. I just found one blob monster to kill. It's a shame. Didn't get pinged that I was streaming. You know, normally I don't ping people unless I'm streaming like something related to Fangon, but do you think I should change that? Should I start pinging for everything? I hadn't really thought about that, but I guess it is something I could do. Anyway, sorry about that. We've been going for a while. Unfortunately, you haven't missed much. My goal is to find the last of the 3 urns, and so far I found 2, and the last one is being very elusive, as I imagined it probably would be. I'm just about plumb out of ideas of places to check. Feels like now we're kind of going in circles. For the sake of the stream, I may have to look up where that last urn is. As much as I hate to say it. Let's see. It is sealed by a powerful magic. think I've pretty much fully explored this place over a second time, so that might be about all I can do without some help. Okay, I'm not too proud. I'm gonna look up where the 9th area in Killing Time is. I'm sorry if you wanted me to find it by myself. I'm too weak. Oh no! Tell me that's not right. This could be bad. So I'm reading that there's a glitch that occurs where if you open the purple door before getting all of the urns, that can soft lock your game to a state where you only ever see that you have 9 urns and not 10. Yeah, if you enter the purple bedroom and place all the urns except for the last one. I don't know, maybe that's not what's happened to me. Let me see if I can find the location of the urn and confirm that I've actually picked it up. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. It actually has like the Killing Time theme playing here. I've never been in this room long enough to realize it. Fun. Alright, let's see. Key locations. Winged vessel locations. Chest. It says the chest is in the topiary. That's not good. If the chest is in the topiary, that means it's that that one that we found earlier in the hedge maze. I'll bet. That didn't actually count as an urn when I picked it up. Let's see. Let's see, the topiary. Tell me about the topiary. Library, the hedge maze, the caverns, the lookout tower, the mausoleum, the topiary. Time to start over. No, please. Right. At the end of the northward path from the mausoleum, you'll come to a stone doorway with torches on the other side. Go in, go up the steps, follow the path again at the Y in front of the topiary. Let's see. This was an area with dogs, goons, spitting bubs, giant wasps, scarab beetles, giant toads. See a switch behind the tree, flick it open. Sorry, I'm trying to read this, but it's pretty hard to tell exactly. I could use like some pictures to tell me where the topiary actually is. Okay, so the topiary is at the right side of the map. If your RS soft locked, can you put a command/cheat to progress? You might be able to, yeah, that's an idea as well. Let me try going to the topiary and we'll see if we can solve this under my own power if possible. If not, then we might end up having to do a cheat code. Let's go to the topiary. Yeah, unfortunately, I read somebody who was like doing a speed run and got soft locked. He had been like practicing the speed run and always kept getting stuck, and it turned out that his speed run kept getting messed up by that soft lock. Unfortunate. I'm not a speed running guy myself, but Killing Time seems like a game you'd have to be pretty careful if you ever got into trying to speed run. Alright, let's see. There has got to be... How do we actually get up to the topiary? Excuse me, sorry. Alright, we're making our way there. Right now we're at the mausoleum. We want to get to the topiary. There were skeletons in this place at one point. I don't remember that at all. Right, we are currently in the topiary. All right. So the answer, the chest should be somewhere in this area. But man, I kind of went over this area with a fine-tooth comb earlier, didn't I? Oh, here it is, the greenhouse. I said at the very start of the stream, didn't I, that the first thing I wanted to do was go to the greenhouse, and then I completely forgot about it. Okay. So the good news is my brain kind of worked that way, but the bad news is then my brain immediately checked out and decided, okay, I've done my job. What am I hearing? Let's take care of these bugs. I tell you, something's wrong with the bugs in this game. They end up being at like a position where they're very hard to shoot. The machine gun seems like it's better for killing the flying ones. Alright. So here it is, the greenhouse. The glorious final area of Killing Time. God, ouch. Enough of it. And perhaps my resting place if I can't kill all these ants. Oh, come on. Die on it. There we go. That face
It's
there
because
sure
of
looks...
this and the embarrassing situation with the bee that everyone likes me better.
You're right. Man, think about how fast A. Miller would have gotten through this Killing Time. He's probably a speedrunner on it himself, since he doesn't do any work otherwise. Alright, did that work? Yes. Alrighty. More blobs. But this time I won't get jump scared by them, because I can see them beforehand. Don't you burp at me. That one's already dead. Alright, what is going on here? What are these weird noises I'm hearing? Strange. This isn't great. There should be some way to get up there that I'm missing. What is it? Toilet flushing noise. Killing time. Why are you so silly? I'm not willing to accept this. There's got to be some way to... Oh, there we go. There was a very hidden little step there. Now we're ready to continue. Alright. There we go. And back up we go. There. Huh. The last urn. All right. Here we go. The final urn. We have obtained all winged vessels. Give me 1 second. I feel like... Okie dokie. We're finally ready. Let's go back to the chamber. The flush noise. It sends me. It's very amusing. Alright. Now we just need to get all the way back to the mansion. Let's see. This way. Oh boy. So how's progress going with my visual novel? I haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it over the past couple weeks, especially with being on that business trip and all, but the current progress is, for Chapter 1's release, I still need to do a smidge more programming, probably a couple of nights worth, and then I need to do the main thing I need to do is put together a video that goes at the end. If you've never played Danganronpa before, there's these execution videos where the culprit gets executed in some fantastic way, and that's what I need to do. I need to put together that video. It takes a while. It's not simple, and it's a little bit of a daunting task. I'm probably about halfway through doing it, but yeah, it's challenging. So yeah, AM, we finally got the final urn. We're ready to go back to the main room and hopefully finish the game. Now I just gotta find my way back. Unfortunately, I'm like at the furthest part from the mansion itself, so it might take a bit. At least we can stock up on ammo. Who knows what sort of final boss awaits us. FPS game, boomer shooter, final bosses are certainly a mixed bag. Sometimes you get the final boss of Quake, who has a ridiculous gimmick that you have to figure out before you can do anything to him. And then sometimes you get a damage sponge that can be circle strafed like every other enemy in the game. You never know. Could be anything. Alright, we've still got to go through one more area after this, I think. And then we'll be back at the mansion. From there, it is a quick jaunt upstairs. Thankfully, apparently, whatever the soft lock is, we didn't do it. They may have even fixed that after the release of Resurrection. Hopefully, that's the case.
Help me. Help me.
Alright, I think we go upstairs. Through here.
Help me.
And up through here. And finally, we're ready to place the final urn. We're ready to shoot the final urn. Now, I guess what probably placing that last urn means is that we can open those doors that were all over the place. Ah!
The avatar of Set, ruler of the night. Your soul belongs to me.
He had to get his whole like dance and speech out of the way before. This guy reminds me of fighting the Heresiarch in Hexen. Really? That's it? He took 4 shotgun shots. What? No way. Okay, give me a second because I got a stretch break and a dihydrate. I'll do that real quick.
The clock. The clock.
Oh, I could dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
Darling, never leave my side.
Why would I never do that? You're every woman I ever dreamed of. I've never met anyone like you.
That's because there is
Okay,
no
I'm back.
one like me. There is
Thank you for the redeem.
The clock should work for anyone who activates it, live or dead.
Now let's get back to it. Alright, so we should be able to... Ah! He's going to keep on reappearing, I think.
Time has no meaning here. You are damned.
Jeez. Kind of an intense guy, huh? Time has no meaning here.
Time has no meaning here. You are damned for eternity.
Sheesh. Alright, let's get up, I think I heard him swipe at me just now. He's appearing around every corner. Jeez. To shock me in the ass. He's giving "You must die." I didn't join him. He would have made my face the greatest in Korra die. But now I must die.
darling, never leave my side.
It was I who slew the souls on this cursed island, and I will laugh as you die before me.
Kind of love this guy, to be honest. He's so extra. I feel like maybe there was one of them in the deeper part of here. If I can get back over there. He's not ready to stop shooting me yet, apparently. Enjoy his spooky electric buzzsaw noise.
It was I who slew the souls on this cursed island, and I will laugh as you
I got an achievement just now for defeating Duncan 5 times. Let's see. fire. Way off, buddy.
Locke imprisoned you here. You cannot escape your fate.
Can't escape from crossing Fae. I think that was the intro to one of those anime fighting games, but I can't remember which one. Alright, I'm having a really hard time remembering how to actually get into the deeper areas here. Here it is. Nice. Listen to this action-packed music we have going. He was facing the wrong way. I like how he kind of makes the same noise as Eddins and Hexen when you shoot him. Funny. I wonder what the conditions for his appearing are. If it's just like a timer or what exactly? It's weird. So many of the enemies in this area seem to be looking the wrong way when you encounter them. Strange. I can't tell if I've flicked this thing properly or not. Oh, there we go. That seems to have done it. I'm guessing you have to find like 3 of these things and destroy them all to stop these lights that are shining onto the building over there. I can sort of picture in my mind's eye where another one of these things are, but I mean one of these doors are, but I'm having a hard time remembering how to actually get back there. We'll manage. Get back. Let's get back out of here. Hopefully. It's not such an easy place to get out of, unfortunately. Sometimes one finds oneself going in loops, it feels. And with Duncan stalking the halls, we have an annoying adversary around every corner. You can hear him trying to attack me if you listen closely. Alright, I think this is the way. Alright, where was it? Not the garden, I don't think. Let's see. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. Here we go. A second one. Unfortunately, this is the other one I remembered where it was, so finding the last one might be a bit tricky. Why does that guy have so much health? It is funny that eventually he kind of stops talking to you when you kill him. He's like, alright, I ran out of things to say. This appears to have been a dead end. Oh, there we go. Looks like I've got one more to the far left and one more to the far right. What are you doing here? Let's see. You know, I don't think I actually went up this path here. Is there anything different? Here. Nice. Unfortunately, this makes me feel like maybe there was a second one inside that first place we were too. But I don't really know. Alright. That's good. This music's pretty kicking there. I enjoy that. So if we logic this out, there's two big spires on each side of the castle. And I think that, sorry, it's each side of the mansion. And I think it should be able to logically figure out that going up each of them probably results in finding one of those machines to destroy, but which would mean the other one's pretty much on the other side of the mansion, if that's correct. What's going on? Why can't I not remember how to get out of here? I don't think it was such a complex structure. What am I missing? Ah, here we go. The way out. Right, so where was that final door? Presumably on the other side of the mansion somewhere. Oh wait, this is the burning library again. It could be there, but I feel like it's more likely to be somewhere else. Let's see. I don't see any big doors in this area, so it's probably not there.
Oh, I could dance all night.
Hold you in my arms.
Ah, here we go. Nice. I thought there was something in this area. I couldn't quite remember. Noise. Why has he decided he doesn't want to flinch anymore? The machine gun does not appear to be working. I could use a health orb right about now. Oh. Shoot. Well, this is bad. It means that there's actually a lot of places still left to go here. It looks like I've got at least 3 more I need to do. It's really funny that he appears walking around on the roof outside. But let's not fight him there because all it seems to be accomplishing is getting me blasted with lightning. So we've got, let's see, 3 more. I'm guessing we need to search the rest of the mansion. It does appear that they should be inside the, all be inside the mansion somewhere. I wonder if there can be multiple copies of this guy active at once across different areas. Or if once he reappears somewhere else, he leaves the other place. I'm not sure. All I know is he's starting to really eat into my health a little bit. I kind of wish I hadn't directly gotten into so many gunfights with him at this point. Ouch. Owie. Health orb. It's funny, I was celebrating having finished finally finding all the places that had urns, and now I'm finding myself once again traversing the entire mansion looking for another door. Enough already. No, I already found 2 orbs here. There's no way there's a... I don't know. Let's go check anyway. While we're here, we just need to be double sure. So it looks like whatever the next one is, it should be over in that direction somewhat. It looks like I can actually see a 3rd tower on the map. If I can walk there without changing my camera view, then I should be able to remember the direction I'm pointing my gun is where I need to go. I wonder if that's possible. I think I see a tower over there, but how do I reach it? This tower here. This would be going down. I don't know if that makes any sense. But it seems to correspond with the area where that last door was. I'm definitely not going all the way into the sewer, but I'll check the wine cellar one more time. Imagine being Duncan and just watching me like search all over the place for this next like mirror. And you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll luck out. Maybe you won't find it. He doesn't seem to be on the right track. I'm feeling good about my immortality. I'm gonna live forever, baby. That's what he's thinking. I don't think I was correct that the cellar is important here. I think that's not related. I was hoping I could get at that health, but I don't think that I can easily. It's rather difficult to make that jump. I think I'd lose more just by being hit by Duncan over and over again. In general, going down does not feel like the right answer. I wish it would restore some health when I destroyed that guy. Eventually, I might start running pretty lean on resources. On that note, I may need to make a save point just in case. Oh, there's one of the doors. Nice. I thought there should be one around this area somewhere. This is a pretty cool ending scenario, though. I think I would take this over most of the boomer shooter FPS boss lead-ups that I've encountered. Nice. So the other ones must be on the other side of the mansion. Let's see, where will that put them? Oof. I feel like the kitchen is an especially annoying place for that guy to show up. This is the burning library again. I definitely don't need to be in there. Where do I need to go? I feel like the corners of the map are the right places to be. So we already did this one. Ouch. Oof. Get out of my way, buddy. Let's get back out of here. Go back up through here. It's funny that I constantly hear that swiping.
Oh, I could dance all night.
Hold you in my arms forever.
One second.
Never leave my side.
Ugh.
You're every woman I ever dreamed of. I've never met anyone like you.
That's because there is no one like you.
I feel like my ears started.
There is no one like you.
Sometimes my limiter for how long I can stream is how long I can make myself wear these headphones. God. I regret laughing about this guy at the beginning now. I feel like he's become much more troublesome than I expected him to be. Frankly. It sort of seems like the upper floors don't actually have any of these things. It kind of is starting to make me think that maybe each tower has multiple of those glass things, in which case I would actually need to be finding 2 per, which I've only done once. But it seems like the upper floors don't really have anything. Maybe I should go spend some more time on the lower floor. I wish I could find a way into 4 corners of the lower floor, but it seems challenging. I really hate being in this library area because it feels like you're just asking to get creamed by that guy. If each of the doors had 2 glasses behind it, then it would work out pretty well. I destroyed 1 here, and the other 2 are also on this side of the building. I'm starting to wonder if I'm giving the game too much faith that the logical construction here is going to make sense. But we'll find out. Right, so could there be a second one inside the library somewhere is the question. Get out of here, Dunk. This sort of looks like another one of the towers here, but how do I get inside it? Ah, here we go. Nice. We're making progress. So I'll bet there's 2 glasses within this door somewhere. Two different towers that is. Whoa! God almighty. We'll use our on for once. I can't believe I didn't kill all the guys in this game. It's a little disappointing. You failed me when I needed you most, on. I'm also wondering if that guy can climb the staircase. I feel like suspiciously I've never seen him on a staircase before. Okay, so that's 1 down. There should be 1 more to go, and I'll bet it's inside the same area somewhere. You're getting close. Can you feel it? Do you feel the excitement in the air? Yeah, this feels right. Bet it's inside here somewhere. You guys could drop some blue health orbs if you want. There. Here we go. Are you feeling it, Mr. Crab? I'm feeling like a total barnacle head. Alright. Yes. It's here. Aha. The main water clock is now vulnerable. Thank you for the handy tooltip. Thankfully, I know how to get back there at least. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for the end of killing time? The actual final end of killing time? But first I have to find my way out of this library, which is always surprisingly annoying. Okay, never mind. He appeared on a staircase. Theory disproven. Alright, through this way. Ah, damn it. Sewer fire. Why does this place have to be all on fire? Stairs we go. Through here. Let's grab some ammo real quick. The main water clock is now vulnerable. Whoa. Yes! The FMV death. Full FMV glory.
I should have killed you when I had the chance. I'm such a fool.
Referent.
My soul is whole once again. I suppose I should thank you. The evil of Duncan and Set have been defeated, my murder avenged. With the powers granted to me by Isis, I have become immortal. I no longer need the water clock to keep this island in thrall. Matinicus is mine once more. No living soul will ever dwell here again. And now for your reward. You shall have the honor of staying with us on this island forever.
The evil of Duncan and Set. On the island forever, huh? So apparently my character is not going to accept that offer, gracious. I have a feeling she's generating enemies too, which would make sense considering otherwise she is slightly lackluster at attacking her. I wonder how much health she has. Aha! You gave me health orbs, you fool! Oof. Don't you laugh at me. Boy, ouch. Jeez Louise. Did she make like 3 of those guys at once? Indeed does help it. Yes!
I'm
Nice.
immortal! I'm immortal!
Get wrecked! We did it. We finished killing time? Question mark. Are we done?
Hargrove was right all along. The water clock and its power were very real. Just as real as Tess's greed and treachery. The Archaeological Society will be fascinated if I can produce some proof of the clock's existence.
Unfortunately, I destroyed all of it.
The right equipment, so that I can gather the clock's ashes and properly catalog any remnants I can find. With proof, the Society will certainly fund me to fully investigate the Conway estate. Maybe they'll even spring for a new watch.
I love this guy's nonchalant demeanor. It's like I've established complete proof of the supernatural, but I wonder if I can get some money to come back here and dig around a little. Like, what else are you gonna find? Let's listen to this song. Thank you. The Archaeology Society will be fascinated as an incredible final FPS here. What? What do they call this genre? Swing? It's very swing. Very, very amusing. Worth the effort, I'd say. Color me tickled pink. I love the unique blend of campiness and self-seriousness that this game manages to leverage. It's very unique in my opinion. I'm glad they got around to HD-ifying it, and I think it really benefited from the treatment quite a bit. There's a couple of other games that have gotten the HD treatment that I haven't gotten around to trying the new versions of. Power Slave comes to mind, but all kinds of different games. Maybe we'll fit in another retro boomer shooter FPS type game sometime soon. Excuse me. Anyways, with killing time out of the way and having pretty much completed the time frame for this stream, probably what we'll do is we'll meet again next weekend for another video game. I'm sort of thinking about digging into Great God's Grove. It's one I started a demo of one time, and I thought, wow, this is so charming. I kind of want to do this on stream instead, so I might be doing that one pretty soon. You say try Outlaw. Maybe. I know it's pretty cheap on Steam. I did look into what it is after we talked about it, and yeah, I could definitely see it sometime. Sometimes I like to space out my boomer shooters a little bit, but maybe I'll put it on the list once we get done with Great God's Grove. I like that they have two different voices for the clowns. I wonder if these are the voice actors, or are they the actual like movie stand-ins? Like the actors, I mean. It is really funny that Tess Conway was a like FMV version of a person for most of the game. And then for the last time it was a 3D version of her, like a 3D model of her. One for the hee 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 and one for the ho ho ho. Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for joining me for Killing Time. If you're watching the VOD, I hope you enjoyed it. That was Killing Time. I tried it way in the past. I never managed to complete it. I've come back. I've conquered my old demons. And I only had to look up one hint. I'm proud of myself for that. Okay, let's see who we are rating tonight. Thanks for being here, Mechanic Hat. Let's see, who is streaming? Oh right, is Ilya doing his birthday or her birthday stream still? We should probably go over there. Ilya, we should go and we should say, happy birthday, Ilya Yanatka. That's what we should do. Raid, Ilya. Thanks again for being here. I will be back next Friday and we will play something. I'm not quite sure what yet. Probably Great God's Grove, but we will see. We will see. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and enjoy your Thanksgiving holiday as well.